Alright, so about 2 years ago, somebody in my circle broke up with a guy. And I want you to understand something. Everybody liked my man. I'm talking everybody. He was one of the good ones. You know, when he came around, bro, it was all love. We dapped him up. He was the safe one, you know. He was the one that, you know, if you went home and told your mom about him, she would have been happy about him. But my friend ends up ending it. And I'm not gonna exaggerate for this video, I'm not doing it a bit. Within about 90 seconds when she said that she left my man, the group chat had a verdict. 90 seconds. Jury didn't even leave the room, didn't even pretend to deliberate. Someone just typed, "Yo, did you hear?" And by the time I finished reading it, sentencing had already happened. She's dramatic, bro. She always does this, bro. She's self-sabotaging. She don't know what she want. That's just how she is. Nah, she's just crazy. Somebody sent a crying laughing emoji, another sent a SpongeBob one. I guess in that moment, it was kind of fun, you know? It was like a fun little 40-minute drama for us. But I want to be clear about something, right? Before y'all start thinking one way. Nobody in that chat was necessarily a bad person. These are my peoples, right? A lot of these is decent, good people, you know, church on Sundays, check on you when you quiet people. But I could admit that within the chat, a lot of us had tried, convicted, and already sentenced my friend without even fully hearing the whole story, or without anybody asking her a single question, because we had been through this before. We never really asked in detail what happened. We just know the result. They asked what she did. What did she do is a police interrogation question. What happened would have been the friend question. And I need you to understand, those are two completely different questions. And this is where, as a human, you gotta understand that we are all flawed. As a friend group, we ended up asking the police question about our friend, someone we knew before this guy. And this brother, the good one, the safe one, he didn't have to say a single word to his defense. Not one word. He didn't have to build up a single case. And honestly, after that, after she said she didn't want to talk about it, I ain't really think about that chat again for like 2 years. Till I sat down and watched a horror movie about it. This video is about a film that has taken the world by storm. It was just about telling women something that they already knew. It was about a character called Nikki Freeman who spent an entire movie screaming from somewhere nobody could hear her. And it's about the fact that she's not the villain. The nice one is.
The internet asked a question a while back. Would you want to be with the bear or the man? This answers it.
Now, quickly, because I think there's been a bunch of videos summarizing this movie, I'm just gonna do some just for anybody who ain't seen it, right? So, Bear loves Nikki. He's been loving Nikki since they was kids. He just never said a word about it. Not once, not ever. She even gave him a chance, and he couldn't come close. No pun intended. So, he ends up buying a little cursed witch and juju toy. That's what I would refer to it as. And he snaps it. And he basically wishes that she'd love him more than anyone else in the world. And in this case, it works. Except the thing that came back wasn't her. It was a copy. Actually, let me rephrase. There's a bunch of theories going out about who it was. It was her cat. It was a demon. X, Y, and Z. But whatever it was wearing her face, doing her voice, and loving him exactly as ordered. And the real Nikki, the actual woman, she was underneath, in darkness, in hellscape, just watching, awake for all of it. Now we could talk, because that's the plot. But the plot isn't the story. Now, I can't even lie to you. The Crazy Girlfriend might be the most successful, or if not, one of the most successful character tropes in the history of movies. I mean, think about her career. She's been working since 1987. No strikes, no slumps, no load management, no down year. She never asked for a raise, never held out of camp, never posted a cryptic tweet about wanting to be somewhere she's appreciated. She just shows up every year, same job, different wig, different person. And the crazy thing is, Shorty's versatile. She's done thrillers, she's done rom-coms, she's the ex in the first 15 minutes, so you know that the new woman is normal. She's done sitcoms where she's just a punchline with the name. She's done music videos, she's done adverts. Brother, I'm reading this right now from what I wrote, and yo, she been working. So let's look at one. Alex Forrest, Fatal Attraction, the prototype. But here's the thing they don't tell you about the prototype. The studio changed her ending. You see, they shot a version where Alex actually takes her own. Yeah, it's a tragedy. I mean, a woman that's genuinely unwell, and the film is sitting in the discomfort of what this man did to her. And test audience saw it, and they said, nah, we don't want sad. We want her put down. And without hesitation, they went back and they reshot it. And Glenn Close, the woman playing her, fought them on this because she'd done the research. She'd talked to actual psychologists. She knew what she was playing. The result? They did it anyway. So the very first Crazy Girlfriend wasn't even allowed to own her own exit. So 22 years later, same woman, different wig. Lisa Sheridan, Obsessed, and listen, I got love for that film. That film, hey, I grew up in a matriarchal household, so that film was a whole event in my house. I mean, Beyonce swinging from a lamp, that was cinema to me. But I want you to ask yourself, right, for those that know about this movie, I want you to ask yourself, what do we actually know about Lisa? Where she's from? What does she want outside of him? What happened to her before page 1? Nothing, 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 and nothing. We know she's beautiful. We know she's a temp. We know she wasn't. That's the character. The whole character. 2 decades after Alex Forrest, and they hadn't added a single feature to this. This is basically the new phone with a different case on it. Because it didn't matter. That wasn't her job, to have depth. And before anyone sprints to my comments about One Last Crazy Girl, yes, Gone Girl, I know, this is probably one of the most famous versions of it pre-now. Amy Dunn saw the trope for what it was. I mean, she read that whole script and proceeded to weaponize it. That cool girl monologue is literally a woman describing what it feels to be written by men. Like respect, like genuinely respect. But peep the difference because it matters. Amy is still the author's monster. She's the villain who knows she's the villain. To be honest, that's the smarter version of the same character. But now I get to the person that I really wanted to talk about this entire time. Nikki.
So, Harry, what can I do?
Nikki is something else. Nikki is the first one who's the victim of her. Because here's what the trope actually is. The crazy girlfriend exists so the man can be forgiven. That's the job. That a woman, a full person, with a rent payment, with a mother, and an open Tuesday, met a man and simply stopped being a person. No history, no inside, no version of the story where she's the one telling it. She goes from a character to an alibi at the snap of a finger. And an alibi doesn't need a childhood. An alibi doesn't need a reason. An alibi just needs to be believable for him to walk away clean. And I think for the longest while, we've been believing it every time for about 40 years. And it's not because the writing was good. It was because it was easier to do so. It was so much easier to believe that a woman broke than to believe that the good guy in the film maybe did something. And I say that as a question because we never left the movie theater asking ourselves that. So that's 40 years, right? 40 years of the same woman played by different actresses, written by men who never asked her a question. And then, this little horror movie walks in. $750K. I'll be real, that's a nice car and a wedding, and that amount does something 4 decades of these films flat out refuse to do.
So,
It left her
Harry,
inside,
what can I do for you?
screaming, where you could hear it. And once you hear her, you gotta start asking, who put her in there? And I'm gonna keep it a stack with you for a second. I actually knew a guy like this. He was my boy, good dude, funny, everybody's friend. He sadly kept a roster of women he almost told. And I mean, for years. Man, he'd been 3 years deep with a woman who he thought they were just cool. He'd known her birthday, her sister's name, her coffee order, her whole exam schedule, and she have no idea she was in anything. And I used to think it was shyness. I mean, I genuinely did. I used to try and hype him up and be like, yo, bro, say something, bro, let him know. But it wasn't shyness. He genuinely liked the version of her in his head better. That version never said no. That version never had a bad day. That version could never pick someone else. And here's the bit I didn't clock until a year later. Every one of them women thought they had a friend. They were carrying a whole relationship, though, that they never agreed to. They were being loved at, and they never signed nothing. And that's the thing about men like this, and part of the reason I cut them off. The fantasy in their head has an evil and dark body count before anything even happens. So understand, Dad did not break that toy for Nikki. He broke it so he never have to be told no again. And what he got back wasn't her. It wasn't. So for a good while, the film lets you watch it like it's a haunted girl flick. She's clingy, she's intense, she's showing up in places. I had 1-2 jump scares. And then she smashes a woman's head through a car window. That's Sarah, by the way, Bear's colleague. A woman, by the way, who's guilty of absolutely nothing except liking Bear back. And Sarah did not deserve that at all. We're not rehabilitating that scene. We're not doing actually on it, nah, that was just horrific and dark. And before the comments start, yes, she did violence too. I saw it too. But the thing doing the violence wasn't necessarily her. That's not me trying to be clever. That's not some technical lingo I'm trying to hide behind. That is the entire engine of this film. And if you clock it early, you're watching a completely different film from everyone else. Everything that thing does, every violent, obsessive, terrifying thing, is the wish being executed correctly. Exactly as specified.
Love me more than anyone in the world. No conditions, no limits, no off switch. He said that. He wrote the code. She's now just running it. But let's keep going, because the film eventually shows you its whole hand. The real Nikki, the one who called him her little brother, the one who asked him a question he was too much of a coward to answer. She wasn't gone. See, she never went anywhere. She was just underneath, conscious, awake, watching a puppet wear her face and hold his hand and answer her name. Nah, hold on. Because I was ready to keep the jokes and poetry going and so on and so forth. But the movie in the theater took the ball off me and told me, go sit down. It lets her come up for air one time. And she doesn't ask him to save her. She doesn't ask him to fix it or to find a way or go get another toy. She asks him to end it. That's how bad it is in there. That ending, it herself was the better option. And this man, this nice man, this harmless man, this man everybody in the group chat would have looked at a woman begging for mercy and says, "What's so wrong with being with me?" That's it. 40 years of it. 40 years of the trope saying the quiet part with its whole chest. Every Psycho X story ever told was a man refusing to hear a woman say no. And then calling said refusal madness. And I keep thinking about who gets heard when they say something's wrong. Because women get one chance to be believed, generally. And sadly, some don't even get one. Nikki spends this entire film screaming from underneath a version of herself that someone else wrote. A version that smiles more, that agrees more, asks for nothing, never gets tired, never gets a headache, never has a day where she doesn't want to talk. And everyone around her keeps just saying, she's different lately. And no one else ever looks further than that. They just keep it pushing. And then the sad part is, that's for a lot of women. Black women, Latinas, any woman who's ever been pre-casted the crazy one before she even opened her mouth. Shout out my Middle Eastern women as well. That's not fiction. That's not horror. That's Tuesday within our world. And the dark part is that Bear keeps her. He knows. When she comes up to air, he knows. That's the part I need everybody to sit in. He knows. He's seen her. He knows the real one is burning somewhere underneath the girl on his sofa. And he keeps the copy regardless. Because the copy never asked him a question he was scared of. And that's the moment where the film stops being about a curse. You see, a curse is something that happens to you. This ain't that no more. This is a choice made with full information by a man who is not under any spell whatsoever, except his own comfortability. And oh, for my people who've seen it twice, the original ending, they both died. Barker shot it, the actress confirmed it in an interview. And they decided to bin it for something so much more cruel. So much worse. Because her hell was just getting started. But don't think that this video is over just yet. You remember the question. The woods, alone, a random man or a random bear. And women kept picking the bear, and boy, the internet lost its mind. And that's all the recap you're gonna get right now. I'm not gonna go too deep into that, because we were all present for it. And generally, I think some of us were still recovering, because it was a hard thing to hear, to be completely honest. Because you look at yourself and you think, what did I do that was so bad that you would want to be with a bear? And the director, funny enough, saw this. He saw how the men were reacting. He saw how the women all agreed and came together and acknowledged finally. And what do you think he decides to call the guy in the movie? Trust me, that wasn't subtle. That was him living a receipt in the bag. Because here's what the bear in the woods has actually going for it. And fellas, sit back for this one, please. Hear it properly. The bear is honest. We know what a bear is. A bear has never told you, oh, it's different. A bear has never sent a paragraph explaining why it's not like the other guys. And what women were actually saying, the part that made a lot of men so furious, is that the scariest thing was never the obvious monster. What caused the real fear was realizing the one you needed to be afraid of was the one that looked the most safe. The one holding the door. The one who would never. The one who your friends all like, that anything that goes beyond what they may think of him would be a surprise and a shock. The nice one. Because the danger you can see, you can plan around. You could cross the road, you can leave early, you could text your girl the postcode. But how do you plan around someone who the whole group chat would vouch for? Yeah, trust me, as I said before, I've been in that group chat.
And peep what happened when this film came out. Grown men started calling it propaganda. Propaganda. The film where a man gets exactly what he wished for, precisely as ordered, and it just turns out to be the worst thing that ever happened to everybody else around him. And the takeaway was, this was unfair to men. My guy, the film didn't accuse you, you just confessed. Nobody watches a film about a man who ruins a woman's life and thinks, oh, they're talking about me, unless something in there already fits. Now, some of you have played this game with me before from my previous video, and you know how it ends when it comes to these characters. You see, their mask didn't slip. The mask, once again, was the point. Now I want to cast your mind back to what she said at the party. Her little story about Hansel and Gretel, but it was twisted. Children were led somewhere they trusted by somebody who fed them something sweet first. You see, the entity sold the entire movie to his face before it happened. I mean, she literally warned him. Shit, she warned all of us. But every single person in that room, all they heard was a woman being weird. I mean, I'll be honest, first time I heard that story, she sounded a little strange. But as I was making this video, I've realized she was the only person in the room probably telling the truth. Because Alex Forrest got put down so a man could go home. Lisa Sheridan got a whole attic dropped on her for the exact same reason. But Nikki Freeman, Nikki was the first one they actually let us hear. I mean, this is 40 years, 4 straight decades of women written as evidence for the defense of men who have done wrong. And the first time one of them gets a microphone, she don't rant, she don't monologue, she don't do a big speech about the patriarchy on TikTok. When she comes back out, she asks the man to let her die. And the cruel piece of, he says no, because he wasn't done using her. And from that, we can glean one true thing. It's pretty simple. You see, Nikki was never the crazy one. She wasn't the crazy one. These women were never the crazy one. The guys, the brothers, they just wished and they wanted
and they desired loud enough and strong enough to make it happen. So you see that answer I asked you to type at the start? Maybe you didn't, maybe you did, but just to remind you the question, good guy or not? I think most of y'all probably got it right. But I want you to go check it, that we won't need films like this to tell us the truth. We'll see it within ourselves, we'll see it within our so-called friends, we'll see it within our circles, we'll see it within our nuclear families. Because if you saw it, just maybe, there's a glimmer of hope. And take a step before it becomes a nightmare. Y'all, this one took a minute. I really enjoyed it, to be honest. I wanted to take a look through the woman's lens. I wanted to do it in one of these videos. I was thinking of doing it for a music video, but that's something that I'm planning as well. Music video, which I think is gonna be great, honestly. So the next video is going to be on a certain movie that has broken records and is very being talked about, but there was something interesting that I really noticed about it, and I think this is going to be a very unique lens, so be sure to watch out for that one as well. As I said, I'm getting into this YouTube thing. I'm really going to try and put an effort, try and be consistent. I'm shifting. I was planning to do one every week, but that's very taxing on your brain and on the time that I have. I still want to be able to experience life, because a lot of those things shape what I write down and the thesis that I end up coming up with. So I need to make sure to also take care of myself as well. And also, y'all need to take care of yourself as well. I don't want y'all sitting here watch my stupid self, all the time. So yeah. But I really appreciate you guys' support. I hope you guys enjoyed it. This one was really interesting. I want to hear all your thoughts about it, genuinely. Obsession is going to go down as an all-time classic, genuinely. In 10 years, we will still be talking about it for sure. But that's it from me. This is Viper. I'm out. Peace.